Alright, so in this problem, I have 8 to the power of x is equal to 80. So to solve this, I'm going to first start by taking the log on both sides. So I have log 8 to the power of x is equal to log 80. Now if I have something in the form log a to the power of b, I can move this exponent b to the front. So this is going to equal b times log a. So in this case, I have log a to the power of x, and I can move x to the front. So now I have x times log 8 is equal to log 80. Now I'm going to divide both sides by log 8. These two cancel out. Now I have x is equal to log 80 over log 8. Now log 80 I can rewrite as log 8 times 10. And I have this over log 8. And if I have something in the form log a times b, this is equal to log a plus log b. So log 8 times 10 is equal to log 8 plus log 10. And I have this over log 8. Now this is the same thing as log 8 over log 8 plus log 10 over log 8. Now log 8 and log 8, these two cancel out, so now I have x is equal to 1 plus log 10 over log 8. Log 10, that's equal to 1, so I have x is equal to 1 plus 1 over log 8. Now log 8 I can rewrite as log 2 to the power of 3. And I can move 3 to the front. So now I have x is equal to 1 plus 1 over 3 times log 2. Now log 2, this is equal to 0.301. So now I have x is equal to 1 plus 1 over 3 times 0.301 is 0.903. And 1 over 0.903 is 1.0174. Sorry, 1.1074. So this is equal to 2.1074. Alright, so in this problem, I have x to the power of 4 minus 625 is equal to 0. So to solve this, I'm going to first rewrite x to the power of 4 as x squared to the power of 2. And I'm going to rewrite 625 as 25 squared. Now, if I have something in the form a squared minus b squared, this is equal to a plus b times a minus b. So in this case, a is x squared and b is 25. So I have x squared plus 25 times x squared minus 25 is equal to 0. So now this is actually going to give me two equations. I have x squared plus 25 is equal to 0, and I have x squared minus 25 is equal to 0. So let's first start by solving x squared minus 25 equals 0. So to solve this, I'm going to add 25 on both sides. So now I have x squared is equal to 25. And now, to solve this, I simply have to take the square root on both sides. So I have the square root of x squared is equal to the square root of 25. The square root of x squared is x, and the square root of 25 is positive or negative 5. Now, for x squared plus 25 is equal to 0, To solve this, I'm going to subtract 25 on both sides. These two cancel out. So now I have x squared is equal to negative 25. And now, like we did for this equation, I'm going to take the square root on both sides. The square root of x squared is x. And the square root of negative 25, well, I can rewrite this as the square root of 25 times the square root of negative 1. So, as we all know, the square root of 25 is positive and negative 5. And the square root of negative 1, if you guys don't know what that is, square root of negative 1, this is equal to the imaginary number I. So now I have x is equal to positive negative 5i. So my four solutions are positive 5, negative 5, positive 5i, and negative 5i. Alright, so in this problem, I have x minus 4 to the power of 4 is equal to x to the power of 4. So to solve this, I'm going to first start by subtracting x to the power of 4 on both sides. So then these two cancel out, and now I have x minus 4 to the power of 4 minus x to the power of 4 is equal to 0. Now, I'm going to rewrite this as x minus 4 to the power of 2 times 2 minus x squared times 2 is equal to 0. So if I have something in the form a to the power of m times n, this is equal to a to the power of m to the power of n. So x minus 4 to the power of 2 times 2, that's going to equal x minus 4 to the power of 2 to the power of 2 minus x to the power of 2 times 2. That's going to be x squared to the power of 2. Now this is equal to 0. Now if I have something in the form a squared minus b squared, this is equal to a plus b times a minus b. So x minus 4 squared to the power of 2 minus x squared to the power of 2, that's going to equal x minus 4 squared plus x squared times x minus 4 squared minus x squared. And this is equal to 0. And now if I expand this, I get negative 8x plus 16 times 2x squared minus 8x plus 16 is equal to 0. So this gives me two equations. I have negative 8x plus 16 is equal to 0, and I have 2x squared minus 8x plus 16 is equal to 0. So for negative 8x plus 16 equals 0, I get 16 is equal to 8x, meaning x equals 2. So this is one solution. And for 2x squared minus 8x plus 16, if I factor out 2, I get x squared minus 4x plus 8 is equal to 0. And now to solve this, I'm going to use the quadratic formula, which is negative b. So negative of negative 4, which is positive 4, plus or minus the square root of b squared. So negative 4 squared, which is 16, minus 4 times a, which is 1, times c, which is 8, all over 2a, so 2. And this is equal to 4 plus or minus the square root of 16 minus 32 is negative 16 over 2, which is equal to 4 plus or minus the square root of 16i over 2, which is equal to 4 plus or minus 4i over 2, which is equal to 2 plus or minus 2i. So these are my three solutions.